second page gone because it sort of dives into things. Making progress, moving on down the road. This next stuff looks like it's going to be a little bit of off the map driving. So looks like there is a road coming up that is not on our map, but up on our turn. Coming right up on our turn here in just a second. Somewhere up here.
I see it.
There's our road. And so we're going to go from that point to that point on this road right here that does not exist on our map. And it is an absolutely gorgeous day.
Stay back.
This little section straight, more or less, and back to a little bit of paved road heading towards Buck Prairie, and probably the only bathrooms in this area. Brush Mountain at 6125, maybe. Old Baldy, I'll bet. 6343.
That's pretty bold.
Say maybe that's Old Baldy. Yeah, it's about the right heading. Cool. Down the trail we go. Alright. We are making a right on an unfortunately named Dead Indian Road. I would suggest to the USGS or whoever's responsible for naming this that perhaps a more appropriate name might be up there. Now I think we're going to make a left here pretty quickly.
Okay.
Like
Right
half
there?
a mile down the road. I don't know if you can see
Hit
that.
that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hurriedly switching to map page 56 here. So we are looking for a left-hand turn coming up, and the Avenza map that I have does not have the map that our Oregon Outdoor Adventure book has. And I'm not showing the Oregon Adventure map book in the good spirit of the gentleman who makes them, sells them. And he asked us not to, well, it says in the book not to distribute them, so in all fairness, I'm not showing that. So what I did is I turned on tracking in Avenza, and that little orange line there, we're making our own road. And that I am going to use to line up with the map book, which does have that road on there. And we just passed Condy Creek. And so now we're going to start looking for our next left-hand turn here across this beautiful meadow.
Did we want this one? 23.8?
Let me look here. No, it's 38.3 at 17. So if you take a look here, the orange mark is our track, and there is no road on this map. So our track made it, and we have now joined up with a road that is on the map. So now we're back on the Avenza map. Good thing we have the Outdoor Adventure maps, because without those, well, I would have to go look for another Avenza map. Beautiful night. Start looking for a campsite here in about half an hour. So Jessica just made an observation because Table Rock was way back there, just quite a bit. And we had discussed this the other night that Table Rock is almost at 6,000 feet. So we were at about 5,800 and there was no snow.
Not at all.
So we're quite a bit south from home, obviously. We're headed north, where we did run into snow at 5,200 feet. And all of this is looking really good. So far, snow. No snow.
No snow.
Snow. No snow.
There's snow.
Snow. So far, it's snow. Alright, we are going to explore down this 37318-1 because we're coming up on what appears to be a major paved intersection. And this might lead us to a creek. And I think that's a good stopping spot for the night. So check oil, air down the tires, chill out, put up the tent. We stop for fast food. Just gonna have a good night.
We got a gyro for dinner.
No, a little bit of ways to the creek.
Look at all the madrone trees. Sure do like the heat down there.
Yeah. Turning around. That was a bust. You can do it. Hey. Yeah, I get you. So, yeah, didn't like any of the spots that we saw down this bit, so we're going to go back to the paved road. Keep shopping for campsites. For a little bit.
I'm going right here, yeah?
Yep, you're going right. So that would be the other reason we're not going to find a campsite on the sides. Because all this is private land.
Well, all along the road it is.
Yep.
That might have been a road. Did you see that one?
Yeah, but none of that leads up to, I'm thinking we want water. Good girl.
Lots of deer.
We are going to be driving up what I would affectionately refer to as the squiggles. Jessica's gonna have fun climbing up this. Whoa, as we thwack our way across water bars and stuff like that. Beautiful night. Still looking for a campsite. So far, all the places we've seen have been, well, that's interesting. I think you keep going straight. At least according to the map. So far, all the campsite spots we've seen have been private property, because all this white stuff on the map here is all private property. So maybe when we get up here to the top of the road, we will be far enough into Forest Service land we can find some place we can camp. We were kind of hoping to find some place that had some water we could purify, but we got plenty of water, and I think we'll be running by some civilization tomorrow, so we can always top off there too. Not a requirement.
Oh yeah. Views imminent.
That was switchback 1 of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 switchbacks, not including minor ones. This is our second switchback. about Pinnacles? Oh, right around here.
There's gotta be a white spot right around here. Come on.
That or we go down Grizzly Road and camp in the creek. But I mean, I see plenty of spots that I'd throw a tent on. But you know, like right here, wide spot in the road and a great spot for a tent with a view. I'd park over there, not in the deep grass, just so that we're within the spirit of
How's this?
a little bit farther forward so I can check the oil. Perfect. That just gets us a little bit flatter. I'd say that we are home for the night. Let's set up tent. Wait to find her. Where's the frisbee? Where's the buddy? Mom's sleeping. What are you chasing? Oh, got a big mess here to clean up this morning. Make some breakfast, clean a little of this up. Maybe take Willow for a hike. I keep checking on the fridge this morning because this is the voltage. The battery voltage is 12.1 after overnight. So I'm keeping an eye on that, making sure that the fridge is running. And so far this fridge has been pretty decent for us. Does a good job of maintaining temperature through the night without running out the battery. Oh, there goes Willow again. Something's out there. Bacon. Ran out of propane. I brought 3. That one's empty. That one's full. Trying to run up the empties. Did you get it? Want your frisbee? Oh, I got it. Ready?
We are blowing out the tent. Well done.
Best way to clean out a tent. Best way to inflate an air mattress.
It's true. Handy little things, aren't they?
Yeah, I love Makita. So the great debate on tent stakes. Do you fold from the middle
Or from the end.
or from the end?
I used to fold from the end.
Yes. Until I was telling you about the stretching the
All the way.
elastic.
Yeah.
Well, that's the theory anyways, is that the best way to fold these things is from the middle so that you don't stretch out the elastic and destroy it. But who's to know whether I'm right? I need to find a tent manufacturer. Do you need your frisbee thrown, Willow? There's 100 million different ways of rolling up a tent.
That's about as wide as it should be.
I've always had somebody hold one end of the tent as possible and then roll it on my clothing. To use my clothing to get as much moisture and debris off the tent as possible before putting it into the bag and keep this nice and tight. Now granted, of course, I've been out camping and been out logging where my clothing is dirtier than the ground, but for the most part, it's a nice tight roll. Now, did we do this correctly?
Yeah, now will it fit?
It looks like it's a little
You
on the
might
wide
have to
side.
stuff the end in, yeah.
It's gonna just make it. It'll be good enough
For a
tonight.
day, yeah.
I don't think this would be my
No.
store it for a week roll, but it'll get us down the road, and that's all I care about. I see this bag. This is take bag.
Was it in the bag? I think it was in the...
Of course it's in the bag. And now for this morning's game of
Tetris!
Jeep Tetris. So far we are scoring high. I have managed to squirrel away a little of the rafting gear in different places. And we've got the soft stuff up here. Sleeping bags, my wetsuit's up there, pillow, blankets, a couple other things. All right, I'm going to let Jessica do the last bit of the packing.
Fun!
Yes. Where are you going to put this giant pile of things? Throw a few things in there. Get the, we cannot leave the coffee on this side of the Jeep.
No.
And don't forget your hat. But, yeah, time to light up and go. First turn of the morning. We're going to go left here. And
Oh, this is 28.
what's that?
There are not very good signs.
Oh, it's the woods. There are no good signs anywhere. What are we doing?
We're airing down.
Yep. And what we're going to do over here.
We were gonna filter some water.
Yes, but the only water that we've got, that at least we found, is that stagnant, yucky pond over there. The map shows a blue little line right around us. I was hoping for water. I was hoping for flowing water. But I don't see anything down here. What passes for water around here seems to be seasonal creeks. Wait a second. I hear something. There's a little bit of water. That looks a little murky and nasty. We are not that desperate for water. And I wouldn't be drinking that straight. I have a filtering device. But I don't want to use my filtering device on nasty stuff. Alright, aired down. Muddy dog in the back. We didn't find much good water, but Willa found the yucky water.
She was like, any water is good water.
Hey,
long as it can splash.
Gonna go find our next intersection. Here we go. There's an intersection that's not on our map.
Would be my guess. No?
We also assume that it exists.
3707. That's what it should be. It should be 3707.
Yeah, because I would imagine it's just an extension of it. It's probably it right there. So we just figured out something that we went the wrong way.
Yeah, it gets us to the same place.
Right.
So instead of going forward this way and then along 500, we turned to try to get some water at the creek, which there was none. So we're just going to connect with this upper little jaunt over here. And we get to the same place. But
yeah. And also of note, interesting that there was GPS coordinates that put a dot right there.
because of the intersection.
Right, but then there was no GPS coordinates on the actual turn.
Right. We're here where we need to turn.
So sometimes... So what do we figure that is?
Mount McLaughlin. 9,400 feet.
And 95 feet. And we see two different peaks that, again, USGS in terms of sensitivity needs to be renaming. But nonetheless, beautiful road, beautiful place, lots of scenery. We having fun? here. Smooth action. All right. So first you see this yucky, iggy, stagnant pond. But if you look all the way across there, flowing out of the hill, is some water. So I think the best thing to do, we'll get out my little purifier. We'll run that water into my purifier and at least pass it through my purifier.
Awesome.
So,
Definitely pass it through your purifier.
yeah. So yeah, let's do that. Here, have that. So, we got all this stuff packed around it. In my backpack, I usually carry two things.
First aid.
One is my water purifier, and the bag goes there, and this is called a Sawyer Mini, and this is all you need to camp with. Now this is probably not like dehydrate a whole bunch of camping stuff, but it'll be good for a canteen or two.
Yeah, so this one. Yeah.
Not to be too hard. So one of the things I always hate that they always tell you to do is inflate these by blowing into them.
Right, but then
you're just kind
you
of
get
filling it full of all your mouth bacteria.
Good girl, Will, out of there.
Yeah, I'll bet you this water's all perfectly drinkable.
I wouldn't risk it, but yeah.
Right, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just saying.
It's coming right out of the ground.
I
In a pinch, I would, but
well, in a pinch, if it was in a pinch, anything, I'd definitely drink it. I'd drink what's in the pond probably too if I had to. I'd rather have Giardia than die of. But you know the rule of threes, right?
3, 3, 3.
3
minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food.
Yep, that's the rule of threes.
Yeah, is what you can survive, allegedly. Ooh, a wild bleeding heart. And rhododendrons, too. Look. Wild bleeding heart. Pretty. With lots of aphids on it. Yummy. Oh, and wild strawberries, too. Wild strawberries. Nice. There's no fruit yet, but ooh, there's a flower on it. There will be. More wild strawberries.
Now, one thing that ultralight backpackers will do, or ultralight runners will do, is they will run without a canteen.
And just with the filter?
And they'll just take this.
Yeah.
And then they'll fill this up and either drink everything that they're going to drink right then and there.
Yeah.
Or run down the trail with that.
Mm-hmm.
An option.
You stay out of there, Booba. Good girl.
Can we not have her, try not have her thundering dirt right by me? Trying to get it out, not a... Yeah, I guess seeing how good our spring water is probably a, for all we know it's a sulfury...
Yeah, it might be clean, but does it taste good?
Oh, it's really good.
And is it cold? Ooh, that's delicious. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Can I go get my other cup?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Take that one back. Oh, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take the full one.
Take this one back. I'll take that one. And yeah, that's our spring experience. Back on the road here in a second. So I was finding trash around here and picking it up because what better way to pay for my spring water than by a little impromptu trash pickup. And Jessica, oh, real quick, we noticed these really cool mushrooms coming out of the ground. There's a bunch here. These ones are really cool. Look at these little guys. But Jessica looked around the corner and noticed this. You know what this is? I'll bet you this barbed wire is private property, and this is somebody's stock tank, and they're feeding the stock tank off the spring, which is brilliant. Tin cans. And more garbage. Oh yeah.
Oh, there are 2 of them. 3 of them. Morels.
Yeah.
They're super dried out, but
Should we grab them for dinner?
I mean, you can, sure.
Huh? Grab them.
Okay.
Those don't look like they're bad at all. Back in the Jeep. Let's get on out of here.
Where do you want me to put these things?
Oh, good question. Find a spot. Put you right on the map.
Great Waters 2022. I circled Rice Spring. 3740. And then we'll take a ride on Rum Road.
Oh, so we had Rice Springs and now we have Rum Road. You think
They didn't think that went through. It should be Whiskey Road, but hey.
well, no, somebody was just, you know, what, isn't there like whiskey, rye, rum, or what's the song?
Bye Bye Miss American Pie.
No, there's a song with like all of this
Whiskey
in it.
and Rye, singing this
No? Whiskey and rye for my horses, or is that beer for my horses?
Beer for my horses. I don't even know.
Yeah. Anyways, turn coming up.
Yeah.
Where are we on the dot? I don't even see our blue dot.
Right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're not far.
The campfires. Skeeter Swamp Zoological Area. Is that where we feed Jessica to the mosquitoes?
Must visit.
So we're just right next to the Skeeter Swamp Zoological Area, and where are we headed?
And we are headed up to, well, we gotta turn left right there on 37, but we might go to Whiskey Springs, as Matt could say, so we can complete our flight. We were at the Rye Spring. We're gonna sprinkle a little Rye Spring water in with our Whiskey Spring water.
You wonder what was important about all the people who are naming everything around here. Whiskey, rye, and skeeters. So, you know, the 3 important things out in the middle of the woods, right? Mosquitoes, whiskey, and rye. Where's beer or any of the
There
other-
was a rum. We were on Rum Road.
Yeah, when we were on Rum Road, yes. What's next? Cognac? It's got to be beer. Cognac. Whatever. This is what happens when somebody doesn't drink. So 37 is in front of us,
No.
and 37 is to the right of us.
Well, you know how it's the same road? Like, I-5 is 99 also. It's also 126.
Yeah. It's just confusing. I just want to avoid that confusion.
Medford Watershed Camping Development, camping in developed areas.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to, you know, get trash all. Funny to see another Jeep out here. How you guys doing? Where you guys headed? Cool. We're following the Oregon Adventure route.
Oh, heck yeah.
So, good to see somebody.
For sure. Safe trip.
You too. So much for not seeing anybody today.
So this big hump here is this Willow Manus Pass. It's not coming out. It's gonna be here at the other end of the switchback.
So maybe we're coming up on. We go straight? Yeah, we go straight.
Yeah. Yeah, so instead of going straight, we just go left. Interesting. Oh, what does that say?
Detour?
What's this? There's some signs here.
Yeah, some closure. So we're
US
going left here.
Forest Service. I think
3450?
so. Yeah, because that would have taken us over the creek.
3450? Not
That
arguing.
did turn
I've got a lot of work to do with the Jeep, so this looks like this is our intersection.
It does. Good.
Alright, well, it is time
Road
for you
closed.
to...
200 feet. Interesting.
Well, maybe this isn't our... Maybe we're supposed to do some hazard over the creek.
Interesting. We could totally 4x that. Go over that rock.
Yeah, but
Wheels.
there's the giant drop off. So I'm thinking...
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I think people have driven over that.
Okay, so we just passed the road closed sign. And we are down here. And this is where the map book allegedly tells us to go. And Jessica says we could totally four-wheel over this, which I agree. And what also looks like somebody has done.
Oh, it's closed because it washed out.
But
If it's forward wheel drive, yeah, see that?
we can make this.
The only thing is, will it hold up a car? Because
Oh yeah, this will hold up to the Jeep. I don't think it'd hold up to a full-size truck.
we could totally drive over this.
Yep. This is where the map book puts us.
Even though it's officially closed. I don't know if we want to put that on the internet.
Well, do it. Go jump
You
in
want
the...
me to do it? You
Yeah,
want to spot me?
I'm holding the camera.
Okay.
Let Willow play in the creek and out of the way, Willow. Come on. Willow, come here. Come on.
So we filled up.
4,557 feet in climbing. Moving our way on up there. Down the road. Heading towards the pass. The pass is at 5,800 feet. So another 1,300 feet up. So far, snow good.